old or young as you feel, right? I feel like it's been ages, oops, I'm fallen, since I've done a live stream. It's so weird, like, I did a live stream a couple of days ago and I was like, wow, I haven't done a live stream in a week. So I kind of feel like, you know, when you haven't been live streaming for a while, it feels funny going back into it. Hi, I'm Dora. I'm uncomfortable. Well, good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, where you are in the world. If you're watching this on a replay, ooh, oh, put a bit of lemon in that one. Ooh. We don't need music playing in the background. So, I had a great sleep, you know? Do you know how good it is to get a good sleep? I've had a few days of like waking up feeling so tired, so I feel really good when you catch up on sleep. All right, let's drink this down. The car is warming up. Down the hatch. And then one of my favorite segments is shaking this up. Now, first of all, you need to make sure the lid is on properly, Dora, because otherwise you're gonna have green stuff all over the car. We have not yet done that yet. I've done it with protein powder. So we have this green powder that we need to shake up. And you know, that'd be easy, just shake it up like that. But we've got to have a bit of fun with it, right? Because you know, life should be like enjoyed, right? Just have fun. Who cares what people think? I don't. You shouldn't. So I do this segment where I go, bring, 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 bring. Debbie Sue, I'm calling Debbie Sue. What does Debbie Sue say? Because I say, shake, 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 shake. I'm going to say many things, right? I'm just shaking and shaking and shaking and shaking it. I'm shaking it, shaking it, shaking it. That's a bit different. I'll never do that. Shaking it, shaking it, shaking it. But when I go bring, 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 I'm calling through my friend Debbie Sue. And Debbie Sue says a particular verse. And she says, shake, 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 shake. No, she doesn't. She says, shake your booty, shake your booty. No, she doesn't. She says, twist and shout like you did last summer. Shake it up, baby, now. Twist and shout. That is her line. Shake it up, baby. Shake it up, baby, now. And when you do that, guess what? The green powder just shakes up. So, hi, Lindsay. Hey, Lindsay. Now, quick question for you. Do you think I should go back upstairs and get my battery pack? I have an iPhone 16, and when you do live streaming, it uses a lot of battery up really quickly. So I end up at the beach, and I go, shit, I ran out of battery. You reckon yeah? You reckon yeah? Okay. Welcome in, Just Boo. Hello, Just Boo. How are you? Okay, sure. All right. Would you like to say hello to the chickens? We're gonna just swap it up a little bit. Let's turn the car off quickly. Let me just show you something really nicely. Ever seen nasturtiums? Look at this little bee. Hello, bee. These are edible flowers. Okay. Quick, Dora, get the battery pack. Get the battery pack. Get the battery pack. Say hello to Diego. Diego, give us a wave.
Hello.
Hello, say hello.
Hello.
There's Diego. He's doing some building around the house. I'm Dora. And these are the chickens. Chick, 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 chick. Hey, chicken. Hey, chicken. Another chicken. That's Big Bertha and Little Orange. Quick, we need the battery pack. So, if you'd like to join me, we're about to see, well, we're going to watch sunrise. Sunrising is happening right this minute because I've been too busy gabbling at the beach, like in the car. Look, there's a sunrise there, guys. So quick, let's get to the beach. Let's get to the beach. I need my battery pack. Now, if you were in a battery pack, where would you be? In my backpack, right? That's where it would be. All right, quickly, let's go. So we're going down the beach. I live 5 minutes away from the beach, and I live in southeast Queensland. If you hadn't noticed, I'm Australian. And we're renovating a house at the moment. Well, Diego is. He's a builder. See you, babe. All right, battery pack. Okay, car on. Now, guys, in Australia, we can't... Oh, there's Mike. Hey, Mike, how you going, buddy? So, Mike, if you don't know Mike, Venture Sparks, Mike, can you do me a favour? Can you hashtag Adventure Life in the chat, and then it'll share your link. Or anyone in the chat can share your link. But basically, Mike Adventure Sparks is one of my good mates. He's in Minnesota, and he's got a great adventure channel. He is actually living full-time right now in his camper van while he's working. You know, sometimes you got to do the things that make things, you know, to save up and, you know, get off the, you know, the bill wagon. I mean, I don't know if it's possible to get off the bill wagon completely, let's face it that. But like, get the bills out of the way, right? And sometimes you gotta do these things. Like Diego and I, for 4 months, lived in a camper van at the start of the year. So, and we did that because, well, we're renovating our house, and it was, yeah, we stayed in our friend's backyard basically. Because again, who's going to rent a house for 4 months? And sometimes you don't know how long, you know, when you're renovating a house, you don't know how long it's going to be, right? We thought we'd be like 2 months max in a camper van. It blew out to 4 months. So we stayed in our friend's backyard. And guys, I'm not engaging in the chat because in Australia, we cannot drive and hold the phone. So technically, I'm just looking at myself and drinking my green powder juice. Anyway, guys, we're about to be at the beach. Depends on how much traffic there is. There's not too much traffic. It's 6:31 a.m. on Friday morning here in southeast Queensland in Australia. So for a lot of you guys, like my friend Mike in America, it is still Thursday afternoon. So yes, I'm in the future. So my local beach is called Redcliffe Beach, and I love to do a jumping for joy and put my hands up in the air and say that I'm, you know, thank the universe for all my blessings basically. So if you want to join me in that, you know, when I get to the beach, you can share in the chat what you're grateful for, or you know, think about what you're grateful for. I think it's a really good practice to do. Is, you know, think about the things that you're grateful for. Sometimes, you know, it's hard to think about what you're grateful for because, you know, we're in a full-blown manic, crazy moment. Trust me, I've been there. And when you slow your life down a little bit, or when you take the time to actually think about what you're grateful for, it's amazing what comes out, right? Like, you know, just the simple act of waking up every morning is something to be grateful for, right? Sometimes you have to start like that basic, right? You know, there might be a lot of stuff going on in your life that you're like, oh, I can't think of anything that I'm grateful for. But you know what? You are in a better position than someone else. Someone else is about to die. Someone has just had a car accident. Someone has, you know, got some really terrible news, you know? And that's my dad taught me that actually. He said, you know what? You might have a sore knee at the moment, but there's always someone worse off than you. So when you're thinking about, oh my God, my sore knee, that's all you're thinking about, right? You got to change your thinking and think, you know what? Okay, it's a small knee. It's not a big deal. I mean, it might be a big deal, right? You might have broke your leg or something. But, you know, basically say, well, I've got another leg, you know. I'm okay. I will recover. Okay, the sun has risen. That's okay. Let's get to the beach. There's actually a lot of people at the beach, guys. There's a lot of people at the beach. We need to better park. My park is here, actually. I always try to park in the same place because I'm just that kind of person that likes to park in the same place. All right, let me show you the beach, guys. Hello, beach. Okay, let's go to see the sunrise. Let's see the sunrise. Okay, let's put that back on. Tripod. Okay, let's go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, I feel like it's been a whole week since I've been at the beach, guys. It actually has been a week since I've been at the beach. Ah. And Susan's tractor's on the beach, cleaning up the beach. Actually, I was here last Friday. That's where I was. All right. So let's just get our tripod out. That is my bottle of water. Set up the tripod. Put the camera around. And you get to look at this beauty. I got a haircut, guys. I'm not sure exactly how I feel about the shaggy haircut, but I don't care. Now, if you'd like to add what you're thankful for today or grateful for, fire away. There's something really, I don't know, spiritual about the sunrise. I don't know, something that I love to do is just stare at the sunrise and think of how amazingly lucky we are to get to see it, right? Look how beautiful that is. Not everyone woke up this morning to see the sunrise or see the sun, you know, peering through the clouds or saw the clouds, you know. So I don't know who's in the chat. I can't even see the chat. The sun is just peering at me. But, you know, first thing in the morning, it's good to get a couple of, you know, minutes of sunlight in those eyes, on the face. Like sun yourself, bathe yourself in a bit of sun. Oh, it's so good for circadian rhythm. That's it, circadian rhythm, which is like your 24-hour body clock. It helps you reset your day. You know, we're not meant to be staying up to, you know, watching TV and YouTube and watching our phone for hours and hours at night. You know, we're made to like go to bed when the sun goes down, right? And wake up when the sun rises. That's the traditional way. These phones that I'm holding right now, they're a new technology, right? They make us stay up late. I can hardly talk, guys. I went to bed last night at 10 o'clock, actually. That's not bad. Wow. Okay, we have some cheeky little seagulls over here making some noises. There must be a little fight or something. So this is where we are. I'm a place called Redcliffe Peninsula. Another thing that I'm very, very grateful for, that my mum and dad moved us to the beach. We used to live in the country. A place called Kilcoy, about an hour and 15 minutes away from here, maybe an hour and a half probably. We lived in the country. And we used to come to this actual location, to Redcliffe, for school holidays. Particularly this time of year, actually, guys. When the Ekka is on, which is the Brisbane show, which is on right now, we used to go to this beach. We used to stay at exactly the same motel a bit further up the road here. And we would go to the show. We would come to the beach and we would spend a week at the beach. My dad was a school teacher, so he always had this week off. And it's not normally a week off now, but back in the day there was. We used to come here for a week holiday. It was amazing. And now look, probably 43 years later, I'm standing on the same beach that we used to come for holidays. There's something really symbolic about that. And I have to say thank you, Dad. Thank you, Mum. I don't know if you can see this, guys, but there's actually some swimmers in the water there. I really can't see the chat, guys. I don't know who's in there, but hello. If you do hashtag Adventure Life, guys, you can share your link. I think I saw Mike do it before. So hashtag Adventure Life will share your link. And my eyes are just still adjusting to seeing, looking at the sun. Oh. Wow, I can't believe. I don't know. There's so much good shit going on right now in my life. And it's because I could say yesterday I was in a bit of a funk, guys. I'm human. Look at me. I'm human. Look at me. Human. We all go through our moments. And you know what? I realised I was going through a moment because I was so tired. I've had a busy week at work this week. I don't normally do big shifts of work, but I did a big shift at work this week. And I do it every year, and it always kills me because I take all of the clients I work with to a show. And I'm not a mother. I never wanted to be a mother, and I never want to be a mother. But I seem to have 4 children now, 4 adult children. And I take them to this show once a year, and it's madness. I mean, it's so much fun. But for me, it's a lot of work to organise the day and have like 4 young adults at me about different things. Like, hey, Muriara this, Muriara that, Muriara this, Muriara that, because I'm the common denominator. I'm trying to make them be friends. They are friends. They've hung out a lot of times together. Like, my role is like a mentor to young adults, trying to get them into work, is to give them social skills, right? And get them to make friends, because that's so important for young people to make friends. Not everyone has social skills to make friends. Like, I can, make friends walking along the beach. I made a really good friend walking along the beach. Linda, actually, and I caught up with her the other day. You can make friends at work. Not everyone has the opportunity to get work, right? If you have a disability, sometimes it's harder to find work. So, I've been blessed with, I counted my jobs one day. I've had over 35 jobs. It's ridiculous, eh? I mean, I just like to work, right? I always have 2 or 3 jobs at the time. I'm a little crazy like that. God, why are my eyes not adjusting to this? Okay, let's stop looking at the sun. Okay, I can see the chat now, guys. Who is in the chat? Mike Adventure Sparks? Mike, you've changed your logo. Your logo looks like Jim. Do you remember Jim? I haven't seen Jim for ages. Mainly Off Grid. Is it Mainly Off Grid? No, what's his name? Jim from Maine. His logo looks like yours. You're tethered to your phone, Mike says. Blondie! Hey, Steph, how you going? Hey, Steph, how are you, mate? Amia, hey, Amia, how you going? Hey, guys, I've just been on a rant. I couldn't see the chat very well, so I was just having a rant. But yeah, that's why, if you can get outside and, just a couple of minutes, first thing in the morning, it's really, really good for you. Just to get some sun in your eyes. It just resets your whole body clock. I don't have too much of a problem sleeping. The only reason I have problem sleeping is if I'm damn looking at my phone or editing something on a computer late at night. And then I go to bed tired, but then I can't go to bed because when you're lying in bed, all you're thinking about is, you know, did I edit that right? Will that video go well? You know, just those stupid things, right? And they're just stupid. So yeah, they recommend that you actually turn your phone off or watch and no watching TV for 2 hours before you go to bed. So that's not easy, is it? Since we're tethered to our phones, right, Mike? All right, guys, I'm just drinking the rest of my green powder juice and then we're walking, guys. What will we see today, guys? What will we see? You're on that YouTube struggle bus. Remember to drink some water, guys. All right, I'm putting you back down here, guys, on the tripod. Set you up so you can look at the sunrise. I'll be back. Just putting this in the car. Guys, I've just watched the coolest eagle. You don't often see eagles. Let me show you this, guys. It might be hard for you to zoom in, but he's coming right at us now. That is an eagle, guys. I can't zoom in any more in, but that isn't actually an eagle. Wow. You don't often see eagles at the beach. I've got to say, I've never really seen an eagle at the beach. Damn sure I don't have my camera with me, guys. I need the camera to start, you know. Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back. He's coming back. Ready? Let me see if I can zoom in again, guys, where I've lost him now. Have I lost him? No. Oh, God. We just nearly hear a bird collision then. Here he goes. Have I got him? No, I've lost him. He's gone into the sun. He's gone to the sunrise, guys. He's gone to the sunrise. All right, let's start walking. All right, we're going to walk this way. So welcome in, guys. Again, I can't really see the chat very well. When I walk into the sun, you know, I sometimes get a little bit blinded by the sun. Okay, I can see Steph. Hey, Steph, how are you? She was saying something about being on the YouTube bus. Yep, I get it. But, you know, how I try to, you know, reflect on YouTube is just a place, right? It's a fun place. You get to meet all these interesting people. We have fun making videos. But it's just a place. Real life is out here, right? Outside. I think that we shouldn't lose faith or lose face on that. It's really important to have outside time. And yeah, I think sometimes you can get a little bit bogged down in being on YouTube too much. I've had a few conversations with some friends lately, and yeah, we're all trying to be a little bit more mindful on YouTube. And you know, you don't have to be watching everyone's videos. Sorry if I haven't watched your video lately. It's fine, because you know what, we've all got things to do, right? And if you haven't watched my videos lately, cool, I don't care, because you've got things to do. I'd rather, you know, my friends be living their best life than watching my videos. I mean, of course, I'm going to still create videos, but I guess the idea is also to attract new people to your videos, right? Not just, you know, your friends, because then it's like they're watching your video just because they're your friend, not because they like your video. How have I been doing? Thanks for asking, Blondie. Well, I'm going to be honest, because I'm always honest. I'm a little frazzled at the moment. I'm about to go to Africa, and that's exciting, right? It's very exciting, and I've been planning, like this has been happening for about a year and a half. And my sister from Sydney's was coming up to Queensland to visit. She hasn't been up since my father passed away. So it's quite a big deal, right? And I normally go to Sydney to see my sister. And I said to her, hey, please don't come up before I go to Africa. Come up after Africa or way before Africa. Because, you know, normally a week before I go on holidays, you know, I'm running around like crazy, right? And guess what? She came up the week before my holiday. I mean, because it worked out for her. So, like, life doesn't revolve around you. Just because I'm going to Africa, you know, she needs to live her life. So, anyway, deal with it, Dora. Or Muriara, because that's my real name, Muriara. So, in preparation for that, I did a lot of my things, organising, before my sister turned up. But there's some things you can't do 2 or 3 months before you go on holidays, right? You've got to do it the week before you go. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. Plus, I'm also working, obviously. And I have been working extra shifts to prepare for the fact that I'm, you know, taking 2 months off holiday, of work. I work for myself, so I don't get sick pay or holiday pay. So I have to prepare for the fact that, you know, I'm away for 2 months and I've got bills coming in while I'm on holidays. And obviously preparing when I come back, I won't have much money left when I come back. So, yeah, I've been a little bit stressed. That's long story short, or short story long. So I have been burning the candle at both ends at night time. But, you know, I am just mindful that I need to look after myself, right? Some things can just have to, you know, I can't see my sister all the time because she's up here, I have to work and I have to do things. So that's what it is. That's where it's at. And again, I haven't been doing much YouTube either, except I had a bit of a spurt yesterday. I posted 3 videos yesterday. I haven't posted anything like in a month, and then suddenly I post 3 videos in one go. That's Dora, right? She's all or nothing. But I like to post things on my channel that are memorable for me, right? And they're not necessarily memorable for you guys. You might not care about them. That's fine. But, you know, I look at my YouTube channel as my new age photo album, because, you know, photo albums used to be a thing. I love photo albums back in the day. But now we take videos. You can't put a video in a photo album, but you can on YouTube. So that's what I'm doing. I'm creating videos that I can go back and look at and go, you know what? I remember that week. That was awesome. Like, for example, I saw a human be shot out of a cannon this week. It was freaking nuts. Absolutely nuts. One of your fellow American mates, my God. This guy was, he was paid by the Brisbane show to come and be, you know, do his stunt. And he bloody gets shot out of a cannon. It was madness, man. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I've never seen that before. And yeah, I videoed it and I put it on.
And the fireworks was amazing. So so in the last 2 months, I've been to about 5 different local shows and I love fireworks. So I've been watching so much fireworks, I love it. And the Brisbane show is the biggest show in my state, the state of Queensland. And they had the best fireworks display. It's 150 years of the Ekka show. And they celebrated with a big show. And I did a video of that one too. Showed you the whole show. Not the whole show, but highlights. And really, it's just for me, to be honest. There's some really cool music in it that is, like the national anthem of Australia and another song. Yeah, it was great. Hey, Fabric Studio. Hey, Wayne, how you going? Welcome in, mate. Or should I say good evening for you in the UK. How's the weather going at the moment, Wayne? For you, is it still really hot? Yeah, Americans do crazy things. Yeah, well, mate, I've got to say, I have never bloody seen that before. A human rocket ball. So, let me do a shameless plug. If you're curious what that looks like, go check out my videos. I posted a video of the human ball, the human cannonball, and then I posted a video of the fireworks, and then I posted a longer video incorporating a little bit more of the actual show, showing you a little bit of the human rocket ball and the fireworks. Oh, I didn't even see the bloody tractor drive past us, guys. I must have been on a rant. He'll come back to us. You've seen it too. Yeah, man. Maybe I wonder if it's the same guy. Apparently, his dad and his family are all human rocket ball. Frig. Imagine that. Hi, nice to meet you. Oh, what do you do for a living? Oh, I throw myself out of I shoot myself out of a rocket. I mean, there's crazier jobs, right? Oh, hello, fishy. Little soldier crabs, little sandy things, little drops. They look like poo, don't they? Little poo drops. Have you seen a soldier crab? They're really, really pretty. Sometimes you see them on the beach, sometimes you don't. They pretty much hear you coming and they just scuttle away. I love the lines in the sand. Mother Nature at her best, right? Jason, hello Jason. What's up from Wisconsin? It's 4:20 p.m. 4:20 p.m. Hey? Hey, there's Kirsty. There's Kirsty. Hey, Kirsty, mate. How you going? And Dean. How you going, Dean? Dean and Kirsty from Heart's Humble Homestead from the UK. What's the weather like at the UK at the moment, Kirsty? I asked Wayne. I'm not sure if Wayne's still there from Fabric Studios. But it is Friday morning here. Our friend from Wisconsin said it's 4:20 p.m. It is... What time is it now? It's nearly 7 a.m. here. 7 a.m. on Friday morning. And yeah, I haven't been to the beach since last Friday actually. So it's very special to be on the beach. Because I don't know, guys, if you're going to see me again doing a live stream on my local beach. Because the weather is apparently going to start raining. So we might not see the sunrise again for a couple of months here together till after my trip. And, you know, it's quite symbolic for me to be on this beach. I love walking along this beach. It just completely relaxes my soul. And I get a bit of exercise in. I get to talk to some of my mates. Catch up with what's going on with you guys. We're walking over to Lavender's Rock. Lavender's Rock is a rock the shape of a love heart. And one of our friends in the chat, Lavender, I haven't seen Lavender for a while though. She's a young Australian that I made friends with on YouTube. Unfortunately, she has been dealing with a bit of mental health. So I haven't seen her for a while. But she was watching me do my walk, and I always get this rock, and she said, "You know that rock is a love heart?" I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" And she's like, "What are you talking about, Willis?" And do you know what that saying is? "What you talking about, Willis?" If you know, you know. Anyway, I stopped and looked at the rock, because normally I just kick the rock and just keep on walking. When I say kick the rock, that's what I mean. I kick the rock, and then we just turn around and walk back the other way. But she said, "Quick, stop and look at the rock." The rock is upside down at the moment, but it's the shape of a love heart. And there's Teacher Kelly Tag. Hey, Teacher Kelly Tag. And there's Susie, travelling around with Susie. And there's Ace. Hello, Ace. Hey, Ace, how you going? Oh my gosh, everyone's here, guys. Hello. Hearts to all you guys. Look, the heart. I love seeing hearts in nature. Hey, guys. How are we? And Nightbot probably reminded us to have some water, guys. And guess what? My friend Susie helped me set up that. So how is everyone? We're at our local beach, my local beach, looking at the beautiful mangroves. And interestingly enough, the mangroves are starting to grow. So this is the great mangroves. Guys, I'm not going to probably be back for another 2 months, guys, because I'm about to go to Africa for holidays. And these mangroves will be much, much bigger by the time we come back, guys, because the weather's about to blow up. They reckon it's going to be raining for the next week. So I leave next week to go to Africa. So this might be my last opportunity to see this beautiful love heart. Thank you for being my place where I kick my feet, my turning point. And this is a beautiful point because these mangroves never used to be here. They used to be over there. They're still there, but they're starting to grow over here. I think that's beautiful. This is nature. Look, they're just going all the way over here. So by the time I come back, guys, just have a look, guys. That will be all bigger. Actually, I'm going to take a photo, guys. I'm just going to zoom out for a second. So effectively, it'll start buffing. I'm not going anywhere, guys. I'm just taking a photo. So just be back. Plover. They make interesting noises. And if they have babies anywhere near you, they will swoop you and they will hurt. And guys, this is our friend Susan. So from Susan from home. Oh God, my gosh. What's Susan's channel? I've had a blur now. I'm having a memory loss. Oh my God. What is Susan's channel, guys? Everyone knows Susan. That is Susan's tractor. We're manifesting a tractor for Susan. That is a cool tractor. And you look, we'll take the trailer too. Susan can take the trailer too. So we're manifesting a tractor and a trailer for Susan. For her farm down in Victoria. I can't believe I've just forgotten Susan's channel. What the hell? There's a lot going on, so it is what it is. High Country Homestead. Yes, High Country Homestead. My God, what is going on with my brain? Nah, it's all right, guys. I haven't lost it completely. Not yet, anyway. But yeah, that's Susan's tractor. Every Friday, it cleans up the beach. It drags all the sand up and it cleans out all the shit that's in the sand. Ready for the weekend. It's a lovely thing they do. Debbie Sue! Hello, Debbie Sue. Shake, 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 shake your booty. And Debbie Sue says, twist and shout like you did last summer. We twist again like we did last summer. Twist again like we did last summer. Twist again like we did last summer. How are you, Debbie Sue? Welcome in. Everyone's here this morning. Everyone's here. Like, everyone is here. And if they're not here, then everyone is here. Debbie Sue, this could be our last sunset, guys. Well, not just Debbie Sue, but I wasn't actually going to get out of bed this morning. I'm trying to do self-care, and I have been good to myself this week and not jumped out of bed to go do a live stream, yada, yada, yada. But this morning, Diego says to me, you know what? This could be your last opportunity to see the sunrise on the beach before you go away, because the weather's about to blow up, like we're going to get some rainy weather. So I was like, ooh, okay. I'm up anyway. I was looking at my phone, so instead of scrolling on my phone, I should just get up and go for a walk, right? So here I am, looking at that fabulous sunrise. Oh, and it always makes me feel so much better when I'm on the beach walking. It really does. I mean, yeah. And like, it kind of makes me sad that like, I'm going to miss my local beach. I mean, I love to travel, but you know, it's nice to like where you live and to miss where you're going to be, where you live. I really enjoy these walks on the beach, and call me crazy, but I really do like taking you along on the walk with me. Yep, I know. And I don't really care what people think of me anyway. Trust me, my friends think I'm absolutely bonkers. You know, holding a phone, talking to strangers across the other side of the world. But, you know, some of those strangers have become quite good friends of mine. So, you know, it's interesting. It's an interesting space, YouTube. But then the other side of it can be a really sad place too. I have made friends with a few people that, you know, have decided to quit YouTube because it's a hard place and it wasn't good for them in them, you know, for their own mental state. So, yeah, it can also have a negative on us too. So I think it's just trying to find that happy medium, right? Everyone is saying hello to everyone. Debbie Sue, did you have fun the other day? Debbie Sue caught up with her sister. And I'm going to catch up with my sister today too. We're going to go on a hike together somewhere. Last Friday, when I last saw you guys on this beach, I was telling you how I was going hiking with my sister. We went on such a good hike. It's such good weather at the moment. Like, I find it hard to believe that the weather's going to change. Like, look at this weather. It looks absolutely beautiful. There's no clouds in the sky at all. It's like stunning. So, I mean, Diego could have been lying to me also. Like, he could have just said, hey, Muriara, because that's what he doesn't call me Dora. Hey, Muriara. Well, actually, he doesn't even call me Muri. He goes, hey, babe, this could be your last opportunity to go for, you know, for a beach walk and do a live stream. So he's thinking of me, because, you know, our partners don't normally care about our YouTube channels. So this is Diego's way. But I think sneakily is his way of getting me out of the house, because he knows it's mentally, it's really good for me to get for a walk on the beach. And taking out YouTube alone, like, it's just, you know, it's good for me to get on the beach and walk. And feels good, feels good. So Diego could have been lying about the weather in this week. I just jumped out of bed and went, right, okay, I've got like literally 5 minutes to get to the beach. And I quickly, did what I needed to do and got to the beach. But if Diego was right, no regrets, mate. No regrets. I'm actually happy about not lying in my bed scrolling on my phone. Who cares what your video's done? Who cares? It's just a number. It's just watch hours. It doesn't mean anything in the scale of life. It really doesn't. So, but on another note, when I'm talking about YouTube, God, I'm such an oxymoron here. So I'm starting a new series, guys. A lot of you guys know about it. It's called Wild Encounters. Technically Wild Encounters with Dora, because it's obviously my footage, my experiences seeing animals in the wild. And I am considering I'm going to Africa to see animals, and I won't be doing any uploading or much live streaming while I'm in Africa. So I figure, why don't I do a series once a week showing you a different animal that I've had a wild encounter with, and so you can check it out. So I finished editing my 5th video in the series last night. So I'm very proud of myself, guys. I've scheduled one of them, but I haven't scheduled the next lot because I'm just trying to work out the timing of it. I will, before I go on holidays, I will schedule it. So basically once a week, there will be a new video coming out from Dora. And this is another thing. I've been doing live streaming for so long that no one really, knows or cares that I do long form videos. So I really need to get back to what I really came to YouTube for, which was to make long form videos and to basically, work on my new age digital photo album. But what happened when I came to YouTube was I actually made a whole lot of new friends. And I don't think you can have enough friends in life. And by doing YouTube live streams, I've really made a whole bunch of new people, new friendships that have been so meaningful. So I'm not ditching YouTube and saying that, YouTube is not a fun place, but I also recognise that, you can also use it the wrong way too. You can spend too much time here. So I'm just trying to find that happy medium, and I don't want to get caught up in the hype that you got to keep on posting, otherwise you lose your momentum and blah blah blah. And I've fallen for it because that's why I'm making this series, right? But to be honest, I needed an excuse to actually start doing something on my long form videos. I do all these trips and I just don't post any videos. Because, I don't know, it just takes editing videos is not easy. It's quite tiresome, and my videos go for sometimes 40 minutes. And then I have 8 hours worth of footage that I cut down to 40 minutes. Man, that takes a while to sort out. So, so I don't. So anyway, I needed an excuse to get back into making vlogs or videos. Oh, pardon me, I burped. So anyway, this is my way, whatever works. If I'm using the algorithm, I don't want to lose my algorithm, blah, 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 whatever. Whatever worked, it worked. And I am going to try to get a video out every week. I'm not trying, I'm going to. And I can't see the chat again. Oh, I think do it. I can't even see the chat. I'm trying to see the chat. It's quite sunny. It's warm this morning, guys. It's warm. Guys, here's the tractor, Susan's tractor. High Country Homestead. I completely forgot Susan's channel name before. Kirsty had to step in and tell me the name of it. That is High Country Homesteads tractor. The Redcliffe Beach is borrowing it at the moment. It's cleaning the beach. And I love the sand when you walk behind the tractor. The sand is so nice. This feels so nice to stand on. Nice. So it basically just goes up and down the beach and cleans the beach, which is nice, right? Oh, Kirsty shared my scheduled live. Thank you, Kirsty. I know, guys, I actually scheduled a video. Shock horror. And I gave it I had it 2 weeks in advance. Something wrong with me, I know. Let me just touch my temperature. Am I okay? Yes, I'm okay. I'm okay. So, guys, we're going to walk down here, and I think if we get lucky, there's a pelican down there. Why I think there's a pelican down there is because there's a boat at the boat ramp. And when there's a boat at the boat ramp, let me just zoom in. I don't know if you can see that down there, guys. I can see something white swimming around in the water that's bigger than these little seagulls. I think we have a pelican up there. And you know Dora's obsessed with pelicans. And my first video in my series, Wild Encounters, has to be my pelican friends, right? You guys know how much I love seeing the pelicans. And I think you guys love seeing the pelicans. I know my friend Deb Warwick loves seeing the pelicans. And I think you guys are amused to it. So I thought my first video has to be about the pelicans. And I have a special, there's something funny in there that some of my friends will laugh about. And when you watch it, you'll get it. You maybe have to rewatch it and get it, but you'll get it. Got to add a bit of humour, right? So, sorry guys, I really can't see the chat very well. I'm not sorry. I mean, I'm sorry that I can't read it, but I'm not that sorry because I'm not going to stop and look at the chat. And that might sound very arrogant of me, but I have a role to do here. My role is to walk on the beach for my own mental health and my own physical health. And if I stopped and looked at the chat every couple of minutes, well, then I wouldn't be walking. And I would effectively just stand there and just do a live stream. And I don't want to just stand there and do a live stream. I want to walk and talk, and what it feels like, ignore the chat. But I will be able to see the chat sooner or later when the sun is not literally piercing on the back of my phone, on the front of my phone. Wow, listen to the sound. I know Debbie Sue absolutely loves the sound of the waves crashing up against the water, or the waves crashing up against the beach. And they're not even big waves, but they just sound beautiful. And you've got these beautiful seagulls swimming and walking in the water in front of you. Even if you just tone me out. We're effectively walking with the seagulls, guys. Walking with the seagulls. Oh, we have another seagull. We've got 4 seagulls now. We've got a tribe. It's like they're waiting for me. Oh, the seagull's not happy. It's like, get out of the way. I want to walk with Dora. She's my friend. What is this rubbish here? That is like a, I'd say it's like, what do you call it, antiseptic creamy thing. Let's put that in our pocket and get rid of that. See you, seagulls. Hey, don't walk with me, it's all right. I'll walk alone, it's okay. I can handle it. Reminder to drink some water, guys. I can see that reminder. So let me just have some water. So you can see there's a fair bit of sun behind me. That sun is hitting on my phone. That's why I can't see the chat. If you're new here, this is southeast Queensland, a place called Redcliffe. This is Moreton Bay. It's a bay, part of the ocean, but there's an island in front of us called Moreton Island. So that's why we don't have the crazy surf beach here. Now guys, Debbie Sue, specifically, do you want to do a drumming session this morning or this afternoon? Because I don't want to walk too much today because I'm going hiking with my sister today. So I just really wanted to get to the beach and see the sunrise and put my hands up in the air and say, thank you, universe. And we're just curious now about the pelican, if the pelican is over here. So we're going to walk over to the boat ramp and then we'll go back to the car and I'll have a cup of tea prepared earlier and we'll pull out the drum and we'll do some drumming together. If you want to stay around for that, sure. I have a steel tongue drum and it's a little thing. And it just, when you play it in the car, the acoustics sound really good. Just like when you sing in a car, and you know, normally you sound like shit when you sing. Well, when you sing in the car, it sounds even better. So it's the same thing with the drums. I sound amazing playing the drums in the car. The acoustic sounds really good. You know, when I stop talking for a bit and I just listen to the ocean, man, that sounds amazing. Mother Nature, right? She's absolutely a master of creating these beautiful places and spaces and sounds, or visions, should I say, because you guys are watching that through a screen. I'm on the other side of the world for a lot of you guys, and it's pretty amazing that I get to hold a little phone up and walk along the beach and you get to hear and see what I hear and see. And there is a pelican out in the water. Okay, let's double speed it because the pelican will be wanting to follow the kayak or the boat. Let me zoom in and show you. There is a pelican out there. don't know if you can see that, but there is a little dot. That is a pelican. Okay, we need to get on better sand up here that's a bit hard to walk on. So there's soft sand and there's harder sand, and I tell you, soft sand walking is hard work. It's good for your tush, but oh man, you can't walk fast, and I'm trying to find the hard sand. Okay, that's getting a bit better. Yeah, that's better. All right, let's double time it, guys. Double time. And then when we get to the pelican, we can stop and have a chat. If I haven't bored you enough by now. Look, guys, here comes a pelican. It's coming to us, guys. I don't know if you can see that. I can't even zoom in to see. Oh, it's not a pelican, guys. It's a, what is that? Oh, it is a pelican, guys. Can you see that? It is a pelican, guys. That's a pelican. It's a pelican. It's a pelican. Oh. Okay, see a pelican. Is that the same pelican? No, there's one on the beach still. Guys, let's go. Let's go. Double time. Okay, trying to find the hard sand. Hard sand. Okay. Crap, where's the hard sand? Okay, this is better. Okay, that's it. Now we can walk faster, guys. The pelican's on the beach. I can see some people at the beach. Oh, let me guess, I'll be feeding the pelicans. Don't feed wild animals, people. Please don't feed wild animals. I know it's really cute to give ducks bread or peas or something, but try to refrain from it, because then you're creating patterns for the animals that they expect food from humans, and they're also not scared of humans. And let's face it, not all humans are good people. Sadly, some humans have really bad, well, you know, I don't need to explain it. Okay, I think someone might be, actually, I think someone's fishing on the beach. Or he's doing something with his kayak. That's why the pelican is there. It is. Okay, let's go. Double time it, Dora. Double time it. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my God, I'm trying to find the hard sand. I'm struggling with the hard sand. Okay, there we go. That's better. What Dora does to see animals. And a lot of you guys would be like, Dora, you see a pelican every couple of times you go to the beach. It's no goddamn big deal. Who cares? Chill the fuck down. Yeah, I know. But I love pelicans. I think they're so beautiful. Every time you see them, it's like a new experience. So the pelicans are smart. When the kayakers or the fishing guys, the fish boat fishermen finish fishing, they generally give their bait to the pelicans. Not saying that's a good thing. Again, feeding them, bad. Dora, using it as an example to then go see the pelicans, probably bad, just as bad, Dora, really, just thinking out of that aloud. But I'm not feeding them. I'm just exploiting them on YouTube. I'm not really exploiting them, guys. I'm just love to see them myself. Okay, still can't see the chat, guys. Sorry, not sorry. I see a whole lot more messages coming through. Thank you. And obviously when we get up to the pelican, if there's something important that you really want to tell me, then you can tell me again, guys. All right, we're going to see the pelican. We're going to see the pelican. The struggle's real, guys. The struggle's real. When the sand is a little bit softer, it is harder to walk. You can hear my voice, the heavy breathing. It's not because, okay, I'm not even going to go there. Okay, we have a pelican. There's a guy in a canoe. Ah, interesting. You don't see so many people in a canoe. All right. Now the sand wants to be hard. Hello, pelican. Hello, pelican. Now, same time, don't go too close. Obviously, that pelican is going closer to the canoe because he's thinking there's going to kind of pay off for him. And these pelicans, because they are pretty much on this, well, there's normally about 3 or 4 of them that hang out. And yeah, see, he's quite aware that I'm here. Quite aware that I'm here. I just love the wattle. Look at that wattle. Wattle, 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 wattle. I mean, if you can't say that's not beautiful, I don't know what you're thinking. We can't be friends. Hey, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Hey, I'm looking at you, looking at me. Looking at you, looking at me. And now, if there is some fishermen in the chat, this guy's got a canoe. And he's got it set up. He's got a little, what do you call it? Rudder thing? Motor, I guess, that's what you call it, motor. It's like a, you know how the kayaks get set up? That's a canoe kayak. I mean, no, not a canoe. It's a canoe set up for fishing. Normally you have kayaks set up for fishing. That's very different. Very different. There we go. Off he goes. That's like a little bit of outboard. Yeah, right. That's pretty cool. Okay, so the fisherman, sorry, the pelican knows that I've got no food. So he's like, stuff with you. You got no food. Then you see him swimming all the way. Bye. Oh, you're gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. It's very, very cute. All right. Well, guys, I think I'm going to turn around. Like I said, I don't need to go do a whole lot of walking today. I'm going to go hiking with my sister today. So we say goodbye to the pelican. Bye, pelican. Well, I enjoyed that. And I can see the chat a bit better now. We've got Debbie Sue saying, Kirsty, it's so pretty. It is so pretty, isn't it, Debbie Sue? And then we have someone else there. I can't make out who that is. Man, be careful. Sharks. You know what? You gotta live a little, right? You know, it's more dangerous driving your car on a road than being out in the ocean to be bitten by a shark. Obviously, if you're swimming out in an area that's, you know, very, very shark infested, that's a different story. But like, you know, along here, if it's not sunrise or sunset, because that's always a good time never to be in the water, you're fine. You're fine. I don't think there's actually been a shark attack on this beach. I've never heard of one. And trust me, if there was a shark attack, you would hear about it. Everyone would be knowing about it. Okay, I'm trying to see this bit of the chat. I can see a bit of the chat. You know, guys, you know how on your phone, this is like IT for dummies, guys. So you know how on your phone, sometimes you have the screen down so you know, so it's not so bright. Well, guess what? That's why I couldn't see the chat, guys, because I couldn't see. The screen was down. Now I can see the chat. Oh, funny. Wow, look at that, guys. I can see the chat. Dean likes poop talk. I zoned in at the right time, didn't I, Kirsty? I love poop talk too. Actually, in my Wild Encounter series, there's a few, you know, comical bits about poop. Because let's face it, animals poop, just like us humans poop. can actually see the chat. We've got Glenn MacGyver. I used to see a porcupine in a hollow tree every day when I walked by my dog. It never got boring. Man, that'd be pretty cool seeing a porcupine. Yeah. Well, there you go. You get it, Glenn. You get it. It doesn't get boring, does it? Seeing wildlife in the wild is just fantastic. It's Mother Nature's gift to us to look at. Just stay away from it, right? Don't play with it. Don't feed it. Don't poke at it. Just observe from a gentle distance. Oh, look at that. I can see the chat. Someone's telling me to drink water. JPE Valdez says, Exploradora, drink water, take a break. Thank you. I needed an excuse to take a break, but we're going to keep on walking. Dora, Dean is wondering how your squats for pooping are going. Oh, okay. Oh, Dean, I don't know, to be honest. So, this is a story, guys. In Africa, there may be an opportunity or an experience where Dora has to squat over a hole. And when nature calls, you got to go. And a hole, a lot of people think that, all over the world, everyone has normal sit-down toilets. No, not at all. Some places have holes in the ground. And sometimes they're actually cleaner to go over a hole than go to a normal toilet. Because, toilets can sometimes be really, really filthy. But the problem is, not everyone has the ability to squat over a hole and hold the squat. And let's face it, if you do a wee, you need a couple of minutes. If you do a number 2, you might need more than a couple of minutes, just saying. So, Dora is not very good at squatting. She does everything possible not to squat. Now, it is my fault, guys. It is my fault. I've known this for a long time, for a while. And when I go to Asia now, if I have to go to the toilet, I have a little, like a Shiwi funnel. You're familiar with those people? Well, if you don't, it gives you you can stand and pee. Put it that way, guys. So without being graphic, you can stand and pee. So I have one of those, which obviously I will take to Africa with me, so I can stand and pee. But it's not going to help you when you need to do a number 2. Thankfully, when I go hiking, I have never had to do a number 2. So, if I had to do a number 2, just a bit of, graphicness here, guys. Never do a number 1 or a number 2 near water sources. Okay, because obviously otherwise your number 1 or number 2 goes into the water source. And that's not very nice. So, not for the animals or whoever might be drinking that water source. So that's another thing. But you need to dig a hole. Don't do a poop on top of the ground. Dig a hole with a stick and stand over the hole and poop in the hole. Now, that's not easy to be done because if you can't hold a squat for very long, you are going to fall in the hole, or I don't know. I have not had to do it. So I went to a physio and we started working on, exercises, and that's been working. And to hurry it along, a friend suggested I go to an osteopath, and I actually benefited so much from the osteopath. Ever since I went to the osteopath, I've been I feel like I'm taller. I feel like everything works and functions so much better, and I have more squatting action. I can squat for long, like a hold on. Once I can hold it, I can squat down lower. So that was my issue. I can squat to a level, but it wasn't perfect. And it's not about being perfect, but it wasn't great. So anyway, long story short, yes, we've been practicing. Whether or not it's going to be enough, well, I'll tell you later. But in my first part of my holiday, for the first month, the likelihood of me having to do a squat is very low. So I still have more time to practice. I'm a week away from leaving, or under a week away to get to Africa. And then I am like nearly a month on the first part of my trip. And the first part of my trip is going to places that are probably not likely that I will have to do a squat and a hole. If I do, it'll probably be more like I need to pee. And that's where I'll have that funnel. So I know that's cheating, guys. I know that. But if I do need to do a number 2, let's hope that I've done enough that, well, I hope I've done enough, right? Let's face it. Because if I haven't, well, I don't know what will happen. Mike has got pink emojis. How the hell do you do pink emoji poo things? That's pretty cool, Pooh. That's pretty cool, Mike. Pink emojis. Pink poo emojis. So, let's go up here and I'll show you where we're at with the squats. Let's get up the top here. So guys, if you want to type #Adventure Life, you can share your link. But generally, I think a lot of people know each other in the chat. But, you know, there's a few people. Glenn, I don't know, never heard of you before in the chat. So welcome in. Sounds like you like birds too. So I love hearing, you know, that other people, other wildlife, animal lovers come to the chat. Okay. Tripod. Just drop the tripod. Let me go back and get the bottle of water that I just dropped. All right. Shout out to everyone in the chat. You're the best. JP Valdez. Thank you, JP. All right, let's try that again. All right. There we go. Morning. All right. I'm going to declothe because I'm actually getting a bit hot. Okay. So, let me show you and explain. This is what I've been told to practice my squats. So let me just figure out how to get you standing. There you go. There you go. Don't move. Okay. Ace has just shared her link. So guys, if you don't know Ace, check out Ace. Okay. So this is what my osteopath told me to do to practice. Okay. So let me show you. Okay. So what that is I'm using the pole to walk down and to get lower. And then you've got to kind of move your feet forward, your knees forward, so you're over your feet. And guys, I'm not here to teach you anything, just to be clear. Don't be like taking my advice for anything. Please, YouTube or health related, don't do that. Okay, but I'm just sharing you my experiences. So, hey CL, how you going? So, where I'm at, I actually haven't tried this. So let's try this live because, you know, why not? Let's put it out there to the world. And I'm not exactly in the most best squatting outfit, like I've got shorts on, but let's just do it anyway. Let's not use things to, like, you know, get in our way, because like if I am out like this, well, I'm gonna have to squat like this. Well, technically I wouldn't have my shorts on, would I? I'd have them down my somewhere. And I can't practice that because that would be a bit weird on live stream. So we're just gonna pretend that my pants are around my ankles. That's just way too weird. Okay, so how long can we hold it for? Because when I first started practicing, I could hold it for 20 seconds if I pushed it. I haven't practiced, guys. I've only been just practicing on the wall, going up and down, up and down. All right, let's do it. I'm trying to find the right stance. Okay, if you were counting, I was able to do it for 40 seconds. We're not really improving that much, but that's 50% more than we were improving when we started. Hey, Cowboy Explorer, how you going? Cowboy Explorer is from Texas. Texas? You're from Texas, aren't you? YouTube ain't sending me notifications you were going live. Hey, Cowboy. Okay, so YouTube is messed up, Cowboy. Yeah, it is. So, yeah. So I understand that 40 seconds is still probably not long enough to do a number 2, but these are my backups, right? Sorry to be like really graphic here, guys, but you know, I don't really care. It's my channel. So, if I need to do a number 2, and I'm in the bush, right? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find something to hold on to, like a log or something, like this. And we're gonna, just use it to hold on. That's what we're gonna do. But the issue is, if you are, okay, the sun is coming at me from a different angle there, guys. Here we go, we'll go this way. This way, that's better. So, to be graphic, in Asia, for example, like in Indonesia, normally what happens if you go to a public toilet, sometimes if you're lucky, they have a Western toilet, like we're all used to, okay? And then I scallywag to the Western toilet with my toilet paper, because you always bring toilet paper with you, because they never have toilet paper. They always have a bucket of water to, yeah. Anyway, so if there's a hole in the ground in a public toilet, there isn't anything to hold on to, Dora. So that's the problem. That is why I'm trying really hard to get better at this. And I think just from this actual, you know, I'm going for 2 months, Susie. So from this actual exercise just now, I need to push it more, guys. I need to get past 40 seconds. I need to stop. I mean, I'm going to hold on the wall. That's important to do. And like, you know, get down and low and hold it. But I need to do it without holding onto the wall. That's really what I need to do next. That's my next attack. I probably have been a little bit preoccupied. I'm going to say, actually, I've been very preoccupied with many other things going on around me. No excuses, because this is really, you know, this is going to be on me. Dean said plenty of time for pooping. It might not be enough, Dean. That's the problem, right? Like if I have something bad, can you imagine? I mean, you know, when you're forced to do something, you're probably going to do a better job than 40 seconds, just saying. But like, obviously I wasn't forced. I was like just holding as much as I could. So yeah. But while we're in this stance, I'm going to do a bit of push-ups and stuff. Again, guys, I'm not here to teach you anything. Please don't be like thinking that, you know, you should be watching what I do and following, and don't. Never follow what I do, okay? Just a tip. Don't do what I do. Do the absolute opposite. But we're working on our strength, because I haven't done it for like a week, 2 weeks. All right, so I do 5 sets of 10 reps, and I do a couple of things. I do push-ups, and I do triceps, and I do squats, because squats are really important, right? And for the smartasses in the comments, yes, I know I'm not getting low enough. I know. This is why you got to practice, right? Practice makes perfect. Or in my case, practice a lot and maybe you'll get better at it. Okay, squatting in these pants are not easy. Okay, one done. Don't do too many. You might fart. Joking, haha. Haha. I wouldn't tell you if I farted. Come on, I wouldn't tell you that. I mean, maybe I would. I doubt it. Is Nicholas there? Hey Nicholas, how you going, mate? Okay, let's get back to it. Okay, we're going to try something different, guys, with the squats, because I can't squat with these shorts on. They're a bit hard, and plus we're going to be practicing trying to do the actual proper squats. Hi Dora, remember me? Road Raider. No, I'm sorry, I don't remember you, Road Raider. Remind me how I know you. I love you, Explorer Dora. Exercise like me. Okay, thank you. I'm James. James. James who? I do remember a James. What was your last name that you used in your channel? What it was? It was not more than James. It was James something, and you had a purple logo. Is that you? Because now I don't know who Road Raider 26 is, and your logo, I can't see the logo, but there's a picture of you, I think. So anyway, let's try something different with the squats. Let's pretend that we actually have them the whole squat. So I've got James 265. I think I do remember you then, James. How is your mum going, Dora? My mum is going well. We actually had an adventure on Monday, actually, together. Monday was a public holiday here in Southeast Queensland for our show day, and my niece was off from school. So I was doing auntie babysitting duties. So I thought I would take my mum and my niece to a place called Inala, which is like mini Vietnam. So much fun. We have just a big foodie thing. Okay, let me go 2 sets now, guys. All right, let's go. Oh man. I'm knackered from doing that squat. So I've got conflicting information from the physio and the osteopath. I mean, I know they kind of do different things. Let me get my breath back. Let me just get some water, guys. So, the osteopath said that I should walk down the whole pole and hold it as long as I can, only once a day. The physio said that what I was just doing then was just holding and squatting down as far as I can and holding it. Try to do that as much as you can. So as many times as you can a day. So I said to the osteopath, I said, well, the physio told me to do it as many times a day as you can. He said to me, he goes, no, don't do that because you're going to fatigue your body. And if you fatigue your body, then you could actually have an accident, like actually hurt yourself more. So I was like, yeah, it kind of makes sense. But in saying that, hey, Tuba Chat, it's Kevin, what's up? Word up. So in saying that, I feel like I'm not progressing farther enough because I'm just doing it once a day. So I get what he's saying is don't do too much of it, but I think maybe I'm doing too less. You know what I'm trying to say? So, I mean, I'm not a physio, I'm not a physician or anything like that. I'm just Dora trying to live her best life. I'm trying to figure out how not to fall in a hole when I squat. So, and I think Kevin always comes. He's shared on Reddit. I think every time he comes here, I'm talking about squatting. He's like, what is going on with that girl? Anyway, doesn't matter. If I had to explain myself to everyone that, comes to my chat, they'd be like, anyway. So anyway, I think what I'm going to have to do, guys, I'm going to find a happy medium, right? Because what I'm just doing there, like holding the squats and going down, I think is actually beneficial, but not too much of it, right? Like anything you do too much of is bad, right? Like if you have too much McDonald's, you're going to get fat, right? If you do too much exercise, you can actually it can be counterproductive, it can be bad for you, right? If you don't do enough, it's also not good for you, right? So you've got to find a happy medium. So maybe that's what I need to do, guys. Like, I mean, I know I'm not a physician, I'm not a physio, I'm not a osteopath, but I think doing too much is probably not a good thing. Doing too little is probably not a good thing. So if I just do a happy medium, that could be a better place to be, right? So anyway, on that, let's keep on going. We've done 3 sets. We need another 2. Okay. The push-ups aren't so bad, but I know I'm not doing them properly. But you know, some people would say, well, why do them at all? Well, this is like the same thing. Doing nothing's not helping. Doing something's better than nothing. Anyway, if I can share that with you, do what I try to do, but like, you know, find a happy medium. Okay, let's finish this off with the squats. Actually, that's another thing that the osteopath said to me was, and actually the physio said the same thing to me. When you're squatting, if you put a little bit of rocks behind your feet, so you're sitting up higher like this. I'm not going to explain this. Let me show you. Let me just show you. Is Deb Warwick there? Deb, hey Deb, how you going? How are you, Deb? Deb is now a new grandma to another little baby girl. Ainsley. So how is little Ainsley going, Deb? Okay, so let me just explain. I don't have a microphone, guys, so I'll yell. Okay. Oh. It occurs to me you can't see me. Let's go this way. There you go. So, can you see my feet? Oh no, can you see my feet? So, if I'm squatting, like that. If you're Asian, you are naturally really good at squatting. I'm half Asian, so I'm naturally not good at squatting. So the problem the physio and the osteopath says I have is, I've got many problems, obviously, clearly, look at me. But the problem I have is my feet. Apparently the arch on my feet, I'm not standing properly. Like, so if you actually put something under your feet, you'll actually be able to squat better. So he goes, so if you're in nature, get some rocks and put them behind your feet. I know this sounds really weird, but it actually does help. I mean, I don't have any rocks near me. Oh. Here we go. Let's use this. It's not really going to help, guys. Oh my God, it actually did help. It did help. Crap, that worked. That actually worked. Okay, have I done, yeah, I've done 4 sets now. Okay, let's finish this off. 1 more set to go. Crap, guys. I see I am kind of useful sometimes. You know, if you ever need to crap in the wild, get some rocks underneath your feet. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Okay. Okay, so another thing that the physio and the physio and osteopath said to me, when you're wearing shoes, I need to do these ones, like stretches. You can't see what I'm doing. But anyway, your foot's like this. I need to stretch it with shoes on to just do a little bit of that. I just need to strengthen apparently the arches of my feet. I'm not flat-footed, but apparently that has something to do with your ankle that helps with stability to be able to squat. So anyway, there's a bit of useless information for you. Have we done 5 sets? Okay, we need to finish this off. And this is very, very important while we have our friend Deb Warwick in the chat. And I'll tell you why in a second. Let's finish this off. So I've done 50 squats, okay, in my little regime. So, all right, 1, 2, 3, 5, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63. Whew. 63 squats to represent the 63 people here in Australia that decide to take their life and then they don't want to be here this week. And if you divide that by 7 days, that works out to be 9 people a day. So 9 people a day decide they don't want to be here in Australia. And that stat is horrific. And I believe that stat is very old now. It's about 5 years old. So it's probably a lot worse. And in other people's countries, it's just as, sadly, is just as bad. One of those people was my friend Esther. So a lot of you guys know I do a lot of walking and supporting mental health charities for my friend Esther because she didn't reach out for help. And unfortunately, she's not here today for that reason. So why I said, is Deb there? Because in my personal life, I raise funds and awareness for mental health. Now, I talk about it here on YouTube. Last year, I did that 30-kilometre walk, which is, I don't know how many miles that is, but it's a long bloody walk, okay? And I raised funds for mental health. Again, not on this platform, on another platform, okay? For my personal friends. Sorry, not personal friends, but just like on Facebook, okay? Because, people are a bit weird on YouTube. I wouldn't want to ask you guys for money, okay? I just don't think it's appropriate. So anyway, I didn't do that walk this year because I was not worried, but I was just thinking about my own self. Like, when you do too many things, you can put yourself under a lot of pressure, and that pressure can turn into, depression or mental health or stress. Stress is not good for any of us. Anxiety, panic attacks. I am prone to having a bit of anxiety when things are getting too much in my life, okay? I'm not alone. Everyone has the same things, right? So I just figure, why put another stress on my body this year? It's already been quite a stressful year for me. And I was coming up to doing this African trip, which I'm quite stressed about because, not stressed, but just there's a lot of moving parts that I have to organise. So I thought, don't do it this year. But there is one walk that I do, and I will do this year. I have already signed up for it. It's a company called Lifeline. Lifeline I believe they're in America too. But in Australia, they have a 1-800 number. You can text them, you can call them, you can email them. If you are having a moment where you need to talk to someone, and it might not even be contemplating, doing something bad in your life. It just could be that you've lost someone and you're just really lonely and you want to talk to someone. They will talk to you. They do a beautiful service. It's free, and those services need funding. So in Australia, that Lifeline have op shops. I actually volunteer at one of the op shops, and the money that they raise in selling things goes to these services, right? They also do fundraising through the year, and one of their biggest fundraisings is around September the 10th. September the 10th around the world is World. I'm apparently not allowed to say the word S. You know what I'm saying? Day in Prevention, right? And that's a day to remember the people that you've lost in your life. And I'm not alone. I'm sure all of us, unfortunately, have lost someone through this thing. And so this day, on the 10th of September, is a day to walk 9 kilometres to remember your friends. It's basically, that's in Australia, because 9 people per day, that's 63 people a week. That's why I did the 63 squats, because they've done different kind of fundraising things where you do 63 squats a day to represent the 63 people a week that pass away. So I've just, in my head, I just do 63 squats, and it can't hurt to do 63, can't hurt to do any squats, right? But I've signed up for the 9K walk. I don't know what that is in miles, guys, but it'll take me an hour or so, maybe longer if I sit there and talk too much. But last year, I did the walk with Esther's husband, and that was very meaningful in a really sad way, because he's never done the walk. He's seen me advertise, and he's seen me, ask people for funds. He's never, I think he has donated a few times, but he's never done the walk. He said to me, though, keep on asking me. One day I'll do the walk with you, Dora. So I ask him every year, do you want to do the walk? And he goes, not this year. Anyway, last year he said yes. And we walked along this beach that I walk up and down with you guys. And I didn't do a live stream, that's not appropriate. But we walked and we talked and we remembered our friend. And in his case, his wife. And at the same time, obviously I share on Facebook that I'm doing this walk. And, I try to raise about $500-600 a year for it. And I shared it on my personal page on Facebook. And Deb happens to be my friend on Facebook. So Deb Warwick in the chat. And Deb donated a considerable amount of money to the cause for her friend Tony. I believe it's Tony. So I don't know who Tony is to her life. I don't know if it's a family member or just a friend or a neighbour, or I don't know what the association is. But she said that she donated some money to the cause from her family for her friend Tony that had passed away. So I thank you, Deb. As I said, I'm not asking any of my friends here for that at all. But I needed to mention it because, it is quite a nice thing that someone actually does that. And I'll put this into perspective, guys. None of my friends in my Facebook life have actually donated. I've only shared it once. Normally around the day that I do the walk, I do a couple of posts and I, share that I'm walking. And then my friends will donate. But isn't it interesting that a friend that I've never met before, like Deb, I've met through, on YouTube. Like literally, Deb is not a creator. She's just was scrolling one day and just saw me talking to someone online, probably talking about animals, probably because she loves animals. And now she joins us every now and then, and most times actually. And we see animals, and every time I see a pelican, I think of Deb, and I say, "Hey Deb, there's a pelican," And Deb and I are friends on Facebook in our personal life, and so she saw me post that I was doing this walk for Esther. And she donated some money. So I thank you, Deb. As I said, I don't like to ask my friends from overseas because Lifeline is for Australian people. But I think it's very, very nice that you did that. I would kind of say, please spend that money, donate in your own country to Lifeline or to a mental health charity in your country instead of one in my country. But I thank Deb for that. I appreciate that, and that's Deb's heart. So I just wanted to share that, guys, with you. Okay, I'm not asking for any donations from you guys at all. Trust me, I haven't shared it anywhere here. Okay, I know people are very weird about that stuff, so just be clear. But I just wanted to say thank you, Deb. Thank you, Deb. Okay. Anyway, guys, let's get back to the car because we have a plan. We are going to do some drumming. Let's plug you in because I'm sure I'll run out of battery sooner or later. was a friend and the lawyer who set me free from a creepy ex. You're welcome. Aww. He was your friend and he was your lawyer. His name was, what was his name? Did I get his name right? I'm going to chuck this in the bin that we picked up before. No, thank you, Deb. I really appreciate it. Actually, we might get some more water, guys. Can't hurt to get some more water. All right, put you up there for a second. That's my armpit, guys. I know, it's nice, isn't it? All right, back to the beach, guys. Now that I just, spent half an hour telling you about my squats. So thanks, Dean, for that question. Kirsty's like, oh my God, Dora, can you not just answer a question like really simply? Like, yeah, it's going well. Do you have to explain it very, very, visually? I mean, I wanted to do those push-ups and squats and stuff anyway, so that's okay. And plus, Deb was there, so it was a good, segue into, saying thank you to Deb. Let's do some drumming. Yeah. I didn't, Susie. I completely forgot. I remembered that night about it, and I was like, gosh, I know, I forgot. It would have been so good to do, but I forgot. So just in context, guys, last Friday we were walking along the beach and I found a level, like, one of the building levels that people use, mainly builders and carpenters. And Diego is a builder and carpenter. And I had a joke and said, oh, you know what? That'd be funny to wrap it up and give it to him as a present for his birthday while I'm on holidays. And we all thought it was quite funny. And had barnacles growing on it and everything. And it still worked. We checked it out. It actually did work. But yeah, I forgot to go back and get it. Did you like that, Kirsty? I wasn't quite sure if you were still there. I was just thinking out loud. I'm very, sometimes I have no filter. Well, actually, all the time I have no filter. So I was just thinking, maybe I should get Diego to make me some kind of block that's got a tilt so that I can put that behind my feet for when I'm actually having to squat. But then I'm thinking out loud again, saying, no, I don't need the extra weight because on my trip, I'm only allowed to take 20 kilos. I don't know what that is in your measurements. But that has to be for my my day pack and my backpack, or, all my luggage, basically. So on my trip, I'll be taking some internal flights. And these are like little planes, and there's weight distribution. Like you have to be under 100 kilograms. And if you're under 100 kilograms, you've got to pay for an extra seat. And you also can only take 20 kilos of luggage. And that's including your day pack, everything on you. So maximum for one person is 120 kilos. So yourself plus 20 kilos max. And then obviously how many seats are in the plane. So I can't take too much stuff, obviously. So that's a bit of a thing that I'm kind of working through at the moment. I've packed my bag, but I want to, it's always a good thing when you pack your bag is to take things out, because you never need that much stuff, right? You definitely don't. But in saying that, I don't know if can someone do me a favour? Can someone Google Johannesburg? Because apparently someone said to me that Johannesburg is snowing at the moment. My first destination is Johannesburg for one day. But apparently Johannesburg is snowing. I don't know if that's true or false, guys. Is someone just pulling my leg? Because I'm like, crap. I'm not planning to go anywhere where snow is. Because would someone be ever so nice to Google that for me? Johannesburg, South Africa. Is it snowing? Or has it been snowing this week? Or more importantly, will it be snowing next Friday? Next Saturday? Next Saturday I'll be in Johannesburg. I shouldn't say that out loud because there could be weirdos in this chat. So that's another thing, guys. I won't be doing live streaming, or if I am doing live streaming, I won't tell you where I am just because of safety. It's not like in Bali where there's lots and lots of tourists and like being on social media is quite acceptable. Africa's a different kind of place. So, yeah, I'm just mindful of, telling people where I am. So, yeah, hence why you're probably not going to see much of live streaming from Dora. I mean, I would really like to show you different places, but it's just not easy to do, right? Okay, Deb has looked it up. Johannesburg recently experienced rare snowfall and freezing temperatures. Holy shit. Due to cut-off low weather system. However, the active snow has cleared up. Oh, phew. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, so someone didn't pull my leg. It was true. Imagine that if I get to Johannesburg and it's bloody snowing. It won't snow. It'll be over. So Johannesburg and South Africa have very, very similar weather to where I am right now in southeast Queensland. So through the day, like this is beautiful, right? But like at 12 o'clock at night, it's cold. But 12 o'clock at night, I won't be obviously out walking about, right? It'll just be the mornings. You have to you go to the gaming, not gaming, the safaris. Like you start early in the morning, like about 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. So it'll be a bit cooler. And then it gets warm out in the sun. What river is this? This is a bay. It's in southeast Queensland. This is called Moreton Bay. Moreton Bay. There's an island over there called Moreton Island. And if you go a bit further, is New Zealand. All right, guys, well, we're going to go to the car and do some drumming, guys, and have a cup of tea. So when I say drumming, we have a steel tongue drum. If you haven't been here with us, check it out. You might be interested or might not be. I might scare you off if I haven't scared you off already with my poop talk. I'm just going to wash my feet. So the tractor did not a bad job of the beach up here. It's all nicely cleaned up. So they do that every Friday. Okay, let's find my drum. There's my drum. Okay. All right, so now we're in my car. It's a bit, there we go, to clean the lens there, guys. Hey, battery pack out. Okay. Let me actually, I just had an idea. So, oh, guys, also, I got my hair cut, guys. Oh, a bit of hair. Look at my hair, guys. Look how short it is.
I'm not sure what I think about it, guys. What do we think, guys? Bobblehead? Okay, guys, I have a thought. So, when I'm doing the drumming, I like to be able to show you the drums while I drum. And I don't have anywhere to, either it's too low or too high. So, I just have a thought. Let's get in the back seat. Gorgeous as always. Thank you, Kirsty and Dean. Okay, let's get in the back seat, guys. Let's have a cup of tea. We have a cup of tea. Let me just, okay. Let me just set up. Let me set up. Let's get in the back seat, guys. Shit. Oops. Let's do this. Move the seat forward now. Okay. Welcome to Dora's back seat. I don't often sit in the back seat. Okay. Right. Now, I get to use this middle thing. We can put our drink in here. Drink. Actually, we need that as a tripod. Okay, first of all, I need to get my cup of tea. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Oh, no. I just pushed that forward. Okay, oh, that's better. That's better. Okay, here's my backup. All right. Okay, they don't actually fit in. That's my... Okay, that's not good. Okay, hold on. Okay. Just technical things right now, guys. Just give me a second to figure out what I'm doing. Don't want to spill hot tea everywhere. But I want to give myself a cup of tea. So one I prepared earlier. Steaming, guys, steaming. So cheers, guys. Oh, God, I love a cup of tea. Note to self, Dora is not going to be drinking so much tea when she's over in Africa. Do you know why? Because I'll want to wee all day. And obviously when you're on a safari, you don't want to be stopping and having to wee all the time, right? All right, so let's move that away. Let's get into position. Let's get our drum out. So this is called a steel tongue drum. Use the box as a platform. This steel tongue drum is so cool because it's nice and light and it can fit in your backpack. So I take it hiking with me. I can take it to the beach. Hey Mum, how you going? Hey Mum, do you like my hair? Mum, do you like my hair? Okay. All right, drum. So it's called a steel tongue drum because it's got little tongues on it. And it makes a really cool sound. And when we're in the car, it sounds even better. So like I said, you could be a really, really shit singer, but when you're in the car singing, you sound amazing because the acoustics is really good. Would you like me to sing for you? Nah, probably just stay with drumming, hey? Okay, so I've got the drum. So now you can see me. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, don't spill the tea. Let's go. So Ace just sent me a party hat. Party. Okay, I have a hat. Do you like my new hat? Let's put a hat on. Just adds to it, right? There we go. Do I look special? Like I care. Debbie Sue? Debbie Sue, where you got your drums out? So Debbie Sue, simply Debbie Sue in the chat,
has a steel tongue drum. So let's go. Susan! Hey Susan! How are you, Susan? Mum, Nicholas was here before asking about you. I don't think Nicholas is here anymore. Susan, you're gonna laugh. I could not remember for the life of me your channel this morning. That's where my head's at the moment. Your tractor was going down the road and I'm like, there's Susan's tractor. And then I'm like, because there's a few people that I maybe didn't know you in the chat. So I'm like, oh my God, what is Susan's channel? I could not think of it for the life of me what your channel was. And Kirsty had to say, oh my God, High Country Homestead. Dora, come on, get with it. So that just tells you where my head's at the moment, guys. Susan, do you have any news to tell anyone? I haven't said anything. So Debbie Sue is practicing her drums at the moment while Dora practices her drums. One day, Debbie Sue and I are going to do maybe just a video chat between us two, and we're going to play our lives together, play our drums together. What? Dean? Oh, it's Kirsty saying Dean said to say hello. He's watching from the drums. I mean, Dean, me on the screen, the big screen. I mean, this has got to be pretty cool. These double chins must be looking really cool on the big screen. Don't do that, Dora, because if the wind changes, you'll look like that forever. Mum said that to me one day. Okay. Shh. So guys, I cannot thoroughly recommend getting one of these guys. Costs about $100 Australian. You can get them on Amazon, different brands. This brand is called KO. I got it from like a party clown shop, because I am a clown. Not really, I'm just joking. But you buy, this shop is at Burleigh Heads, so it's about an hour and a half away from here. I was actually going to buy poise. Have you ever heard of poise? They're like, they use them for like doing juggling and like, anyway, just acts, because I'm such an act. And it's a really good exercise. So a lot of you guys have seen me doing the poise. They're pretty fun. But when I was there, I saw these guys and I thought, oh my God, I'd love one of them. And such a good size. You can put it in your backpack. Comes in a little thing, $100. And it's so good for your soul. Like playing it, I can't thoroughly recommend getting one of these enough. The act of playing music is really good for you mentally. So I'm getting a bit hot and sweaty in the back of the car. But, so you can either go fast, or you can go slow, or you can go gentle. There you go, Mum. There's Nicholas. Nicholas, there you go. There's Mum. So yeah, guys, Maria is my mum. Is that not weird, or is that weird? Mum loves coming on live. So mum has been having the same kind of, not same, but same issues kind of thing. Mum lives on a farm just like Susan lives on a farm, homesteading style. Mum has had some issues with her solar, where her water is not coming through her bathroom and her kitchen. Susan has the other side of it, where her big 20,000 litre tank literally ran dry because there was a hole in it. So homesteading life is very, very hard. I always say to my mum, you know, Mum, you're not getting any younger and it's getting harder and harder. As a single lady doing that by yourself, it's, you know, power to you, Mum. I mean, I'm, you know, in awe of what you do, Mum. But at the same time, Mum, it's you know, it's hard. Susan, again, single mum, single lady, with a massive land, with cows and chickens and goats and sheep. No, not goats, sheep. Yeah, again, it's not easy, right? And, you know, I'm in awe of Susan, what she does. So I've got about 11 people in the chat. Let's do a bit of a social experiment, guys, because this changes all the time. This is A. Do you prefer this? That's A. Tell me which one you like better. This is B. A or B? Now there's always a C. This is C. So C is a combination of everything. So A, B, or C? So we have two Bs. We have no takers for A's yet, or C's. Come on, guys, I've got 12 people in the chat. A, B, or C. And even if you don't know what you're saying A, B, or C to, just put one out there. A, B, or C. Doesn't matter, just pick one. Be insightful. We've got another B. 3 Bs. Be insightful. I guess that I asked the question, didn't I? Be insightful. And B it is. Just be. There's Steve. Hey, Steve. Welcome in, High Plains Campers. So guys, just remember, please do hashtag Adventure Life. You can share your link I think most of you guys know each other anyway, but you know, just be insightful. If you want to share your link, you're welcome to. Be Adventure Life. Oh, there you go. Look, the Nightbot just told you that. Be Adventure Life. Hashtag Adventure Life. So everyone's saying hello to Steve. How you been, Steve? Hey, Mum, if you're still there, I haven't decided on where I'm going hiking with my sister today. I'm taking Tracy somewhere. So, Mum, I'm thinking we might go platypus chasing. You're going to miss me, Dora. Oh, Nicholas. Oh, that's nice. But don't worry, Nicholas. I've fixed that up. Every Thursday night, you're going to have a special video just for you and everyone else. And where you'll see my tactics, there'll be some dancing with Dora, there'll be some jumping for joys, there'll be some funnies, there'll be me talking about poo, and there'll be some animals. So if you miss me, that's what you can do. But can I just say that I will miss you guys too. I actually really enjoy doing live streamings. Like I said, people don't understand when they're not in the YouTube world. Isn't it interesting that my mum gets it? Like, my mum's seen the two sides. She's seen me, do live streaming because she watches the replays. Now she's watching the lives. And sometimes she's in the live with me. And she gets it. And she knows the friendships I have with people. Isn't it interesting that a 76-year-old lady gets it, where my friends my age think I'm absolutely bonkers. Like, bonkers. They're like, I don't even want to know about your YouTube thing. That just sounds weird. And mind you, when I went to Bali to meet up with Paul, they're like, oh God, you're gonna get mugged. And look at that. Paul and I met, and we're just as good friends. Like, we were really good friends before we met, and like, obviously better friends because we met. And Paul's probably lurking in the background. Paul, I need to send you the date. Paul is thinking about going to Singapore for a holiday in October. I'm not going to tell you the date, guys, because that's a health and safety thing. But I said, oh my God, Paul, I'm actually going to go flying through Singapore on my way home from Africa, and I have like a 12-hour stopover. So when you've got a 12-hour stopover in Singapore, you can leave the airport. So I can catch up with Paul. How exciting is that? But talking about exciting, I am going to meet up with one of my first dancing collabs. So guys, on Instagram is where I started my Dancing with Dora Ultra Ego Wednesday dance. Someone egged me on, and I took that egging on, and 4 years later, I'm still doing it. So be careful when you egg me on for something, guys. I will take it and I'll run with it. So, Dancing with Dora started 4 years ago on Instagram, and now I do it on YouTube. So on Wednesday night, if you have missed it, I am dancing with someone from our community. So check that out. To the song Beat It, Michael Jackson, because I think I'm Michael Jackson, the way my moves are pretty good. And if you don't believe me, go check out the video. So dancing collabs are so much fun. And obviously I am not actually dancing live with that person, but they're on the other side of the world dancing, and I'm dancing, and I edit them together. So our friend Debbie Sue has done a dance with me. Susan is promising me to do a dance. Paul D Australia. Well, look, you know what? He bribed me and said that I will dance with you in Bali. I went to Bali and he never danced with me. Come on, Paul. Come on, Paul. So anyway, so one of the first people that did a dancing collab with me on Instagram, believe it or not, guys, people actually just send me videos. They go, oh my God, yeah, let's do that. And they send me videos and I'll go, okay, let's dance together. So my friend Sharon is from South Africa. She's from Cape Town. Guess what? Dora's going to Cape Town. Guess what? Dora's going to meet Sue. Her name is Sharon. So she was my first dancing collab. I will repurpose that dance and I'll put it on YouTube. And I will obviously do a dance with Sharon. So I have met a few people from Instagram live and did dances with them. So be careful, guys, because when I dance with you on a collab like Debbie Sue, be careful, Debbie Sue. It means that maybe somehow in the universe puts us together, so we're in the same place at the same time to dance together. I think that'd be amazing, Debbie Sue. Okay, I'm setting this up already, Debbie Sue. Debbie Sue with her drums, Dora with her drums, will be standing up and we'll be dancing like this. We'll be drumming and dancing, drumming and dancing, drumming, okay, drumming and dancing, drumming and dancing, drumming and dancing. And Debbie Sue will be right next to me also. Drumming and dancing, drumming and dancing. Okay, I've missed a few things, guys. There was a big something there. Susan got here. He's good, Nicholas. Oh, you're talking about Jasper. Yeah, Jasper's a little bloody cutie. Bloody cutie. Bloody cute. Oh, whoops. I might have just accidentally made someone time them out. I don't know, by accident. This happens all the time. So Susan is feeling better. That's the main thing. So, can someone share the link to my latest short, Dancing with Dora, Wednesday short? Please leave my live stream and go check out that video. Susan needs to go take out Jasper. Thank you, Debbie Sue. So guys, I expect the chat to go down. Go check out the video. Don't look at my live stream. You know what I'm doing. I'm just rambling and playing around on a drum. Go check out the link. It's like 40 seconds. It won't hurt you. Some of you actually have checked it out, guys. But just go check it out again for shits and giggles. give some love to the person that actually did the dance with me. Because it encourages other people to dance with me. Deb, see, who's that? Who's Deb? Who's that? Jeremy something. Dora, are you fully monetized? Yes, I am. But to be honest, Susie, it means absolutely jack shit to me, unfortunately, because my videos, you know, I'm still, you know, learning how it all works. But like, I'm about to get my first paycheck from YouTube, which is bloody damn exciting, right? I've been monetized for about 3 months, maybe 4 months. And I'm going to be honest, most of the revenue comes from super tips. And I don't get that many tips, going to be honest. I don't expect anyone to tip me. So it's all about long form videos. It's where all the money, that's where all the viewing is. And I am not very, very regular with my long form videos, but we are trying to fix that, guys. As of next Thursday, there's a new series called Wild Encounters with Dora. So there'll be a video each week. So that's why I came to YouTube, was to do long form videos and show you my adventures. I don't regret anything, and I love doing live streaming, but live streaming doesn't actually bring you much revenue. It just basically makes you have friends, which I love, right? And it helped me get my monetization too, to be honest. That's the reason how I got it, right? My friend Mike, Venture Sparks, he got monetized in one video. One video gave him the whole 4,000 watch hours, so he's monetized. But then obviously after that, there's not much happening, because obviously your normal videos are not going to be one, you know, sometimes it's like a one-hit wonder. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, Mike, if you're there, because I think there's definitely way more potential in Mike. His channel's great, right? And I love his videos. But one video kicked off, and that's how you got monetized. But then it makes you think that, oh, this is great, I'm monetized, right? But then, like, it's crickets. Like, no one watches your videos. No one, you know, you don't get many. Like, you get like 10 cents per live stream if you're lucky. And I'm not saying this in a ungrateful way, guys, because you know, there's way more to YouTube than just making money, right? Like, if someone comes to YouTube to make money, you will be very, very bitterly disappointed. Trust me, you will be. I mean, I knew that, you know, when I went to played on YouTube. Okay, let me just go back. When I first came to YouTube, I thought I would be an absolute superstar, that everyone would want a bit of this. Everyone would want to see my adventures. Apparently not. Apparently not. So I actually had to make friends, because otherwise no one's watching my videos. My family don't want to watch my videos. My friends don't want to watch my videos. So then I actually had to make some friends. And by making friends, I've learnt so much about YouTube and, you know, more about the whole, you know, thing. And I understand there's a whole lot of stuff going in the background. I really don't want to get into that debate. It's very, very sad what YouTube has done, but I think there's always a method in what they're doing. And I think for me personally, as I said, I don't regret things, but maybe I went around it the wrong way. Okay, just hear me out for a second. Like, none of my videos have done very well. I mean, when I say that, I don't mean that like they haven't, like, you guys have watched my videos, some of them, and, you know, some of them are okay. Some of them are like, yeah, okay, Dora, whatever. But like, I'm learning how to make better videos, right? And when you're learning, it's harder to make, you know, to get those viral hits. Not everyone gets a viral hit ever, right? I've never really had a viral hit. My best video got 900 views, and I was monetized, so I got $5. That's worked out to be $5 Australian. And obviously then YouTube take their cut out of that too, right? And you know, potentially I would have paid tax on that. Technically it's a hobby, because you know, I'm not making that much money out of this, guys, just to be clear. So you have to make over $100 threshold to actually get the money out of YouTube. So yeah, this month I'm going to actually make $150 Australian, which is kind of pretty damn exciting. So like I said, a lot of that is really, to be honest, a particular person in our chat does actually give me a few chats. I mean, a few super chats. The rest of that is like basically live streaming 10 cents. One video made $5. Some lives sometimes get maybe $2. But what I'm trying to say is with this, I went down the avenue of doing lots of live streaming to get my 4,000 watch hours. And you've seen me, I did lots of lives. And I got the 4,000 watch hours. But what does that really mean? Not completely sure. Obviously, I'm very, very grateful now that I got it. They can't take it away from you. As long as you do 2 videos in 90 days. But what's the use of being monetized if you're actually not gonna, you know, make videos, kind of thing? I guess that's kind of like in my thing. I don't know. A long story short, I have no regrets, but I think maybe I went around it the wrong way. Like if I had slowed it down and actually practiced making better videos, and you know, became monetized in my own time instead of maybe me forcing it a little bit by doing all these live streams. Because I mean, anyone can get monetized. You just need to bunker down and get it done. Like I said, live streaming is where it's at. But again, it takes a lot of energy, a lot of time to do it. And obviously now that you have to get 8,000 watch hours in, you know, coming up to February next year, I believe, or something like that, that's a lot more. So if you have the opportunity, this is the time to do it. But I would question by why you're doing it. Like I question that, because like if you start getting better at videos, right? Some people, it takes them 3 or 4 years to get monetized. And that's the more, you know, that's like organically, basically. I pushed the button. Like I probably didn't do it organically. You could say, yes, you did do it organically, Dora, because, you know, you did the live streams, you got the hours, but I was the one pushing it, right? I was, you know, doing the live streams. But if I went around the other way and practiced making videos and got better at making videos, and, you know, started doing, like, for example, they say that series is where it's at. I've noticed even with my live streaming, if I do a series on a live stream, I get better hits, better, what's the word, retention? Yeah, like when I did the series on finishing off my sea glass lamp, mate, that series went off because I guess people knew what to expect. When I do my walks on the beach, people kind of, you know, they're like, oh yeah, she's walking on the beach, big deal. But it was really interesting. So just sharing, like, yeah, I had a lot of retention. People that I've never seen before were watching and, you know, engaging in the conversation. I guess mental health is a conversation people want to talk about, and people were curious about what I was doing. I've never seen them again back on my channel. I probably will never see them again. They'll probably never see me on the beach walking. They're not interested. And, you know, they're probably not interested in my travel videos either. So it's interesting. So, like, is that a waste of time? Maybe. Did I make much monetary value out of the series? To be honest, I didn't even look. Didn't even look. Probably not. Probably not. So, I don't know. I just feel like myself, I really want to get better at making long form videos. And, you know, I don't want to force my friends. Like, you know what I just did then? Like, you know, I got Debbie Sue to share my link to my, my short. I shouldn't be forcing people to watch my videos. I should be like trying to create a video that people actually want to watch, right? See you, Susan. And that's what they say. You should be creating videos, not for your friends. You should be creating videos for people outside of your friendship group so they start watching your videos and you make a bigger circle. Where I think when you do live streaming, you're just kind of creating the same people that you make friends with. Though in saying that, I do meet new people, like Jacob in the chat here, which is Cowboy. He was a new person I met just recently. So, you know, you're always meeting new and new, you know, more and more people, I guess. But it's a slower process. When you make, I guess, in YouTube videos, you have a better opportunity of like more people seeing your videos, where live streams not so much. Once the live stream goes out, it's done. Replays are not, you know, you'll get a few more hours on a replay, but not much. Guys, it's 9 o'clock and my belly is like hungry. So thanks for listening. Thanks for joining me for this live stream this morning. This could be our last live stream together on the beach, just because of the weather and just because next week I'll probably be, yeah, more crazy than this week. Hopefully not, hopefully not. I'm actually think I'm pretty organised, guys, for my trip overseas. Alright guys, let's get out of the back of my car. Back seat Betty. Oops. Right. Oh, whoops. Lucky that was my bottle of water and not the other cup of tea. That would have been disastrous. Alright. Oh, whoops. Alright guys, well, I'm going to say I love and leave you. That's right, Dora. Yeah, Jacob. We made friends, yeah, a little while ago. So, you know, you do make friends on YouTube, on, you know, live streaming. You do, like Deb Warwick. She wasn't part of our community. She just started watching me and we made friends. Now she's, you know, supports all of us, which is great. And I know Jacob's now friends with everyone too, so that's great. So yeah, I think you just need to find your happy, oh, just dripping tea, spilling tea everywhere. I think you just have to find the reason why you want to be on YouTube. If it is to make money, then ask someone who is monetized and see how much money they make, because I think you'll find that, you know, you really do have to be at it for a long time to make money. Like once you become monetized, it's not like instant money. Like I said, you know, I've been monetized for about 3 or 4 months. I'm going to get my first paycheck of $150 next week. Next week? Yeah, next week. Which is great. You know, $150 for, you know, making friends with you guys. Why not? But like, I guess the idea is to keep on going with it. Like, you know, keep on making those videos, and then get better at the craft. And then hopefully maybe in, you know, 4 years, maybe I'll be making, I don't know, $600 a month or $700 a month. I don't know. I have no idea what the future holds with YouTube for me personally. So Susie's got here. I agree, Dora. I have made more friends that I've met on YouTube than I do in my personal life. Well, that's wonderful. You know, I think it's amazing. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, and it's interesting because I call you guys my work friends. Hear me out, because I will say Debbie Sue's one of my work friends. Susan's one of my work friends. Susie, you're one of my work friends. All you guys are one of my work friends because I get to work with you guys online. I know it seems weird, right? I don't know why my hair's a bit puffy there. Okay. I'm not exactly sure about this hairdo, guys. I think I need to wash my hair. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Not really. I'm just looking at myself going, what the fuck? Okay. Yeah. I just think, you know, be grateful for what you have. I mean, I think it's a beautiful space to be. On that note, I'm out of here. I'm starving and I've got to eat. See you guys, and I'll see you out there. If you haven't seen the short, check the short out. If you haven't seen some videos, there's a couple of videos. You're probably not going to be that interested in them. They're really about Brisbane and more my Brisbane friends, and people that are from Brisbane will probably get more nostalgic about it because it's about the Brisbane show that I went to. But anyway, if anyone's interested, it's a human cannonball. That was interesting. But anyway, next Thursday, which will be Wednesday for you guys in the Northern Hemisphere, there is a new video coming out, a new series called Wild Encounters with Dora. Every Wednesday, there'll be another video out, okay? So check it out. Bye, guys.